at the conclusion of the late model race, and then we'll pick a new one. Or maybe at the halfway mark. I haven't decided yet. Blue ticket, 136038. All right, lights go down. 50 laps of distance for the Kinetic Construction Act-Type late model main event here today. Bobby Cabral has problems. Caution flag going to stay on the Speedway. Caution flag still on the Speedway. Everybody rolled up. Bobby Cabral limping at the bottom of the back straightaway in the 66 car.
Can we get over to him?
Main event for the Kinetic Construction Act-Type late models here tonight. Charlie Rose, Joel Belanger in the 25. We're going to lead him down to Chief Starter Steve Grand's green flag, 50 laps of distance. Green flag in the air. Kinetic Construction Act-Type late model main event is underway. Charlie Rose jets to the lead. Joel Belanger settles into the second spot. Here comes Tom Mackey now in car number 51. Mackey looked really smooth in the heat race. Keep an eye on that 51 Massachusetts of Tom Mackey into the third spot now. McDougal gives this 26 a Maroon a shot. Maroon goes up the racetrack. That allows McDougal to the bottom side. Down the back straightaway. Oh, Tom Mackey had to get on the binders there. Gets into Belanger a little bit. Everybody keeps it headed in the right directions. We stay green. McDougal fills the hole down underneath Joel Belanger as they head down the back chute. Belanger hanging tough on the outside, goes side by side for spot number 3. Connor McDougal now up to the third spot. George Maroon just door slammed the 25 of Belanger. Belanger unfazed thus far as Maroon heads back to the bottom side. Lewinsky low right behind them, a little sideways, but Belanger muscles back into the fourth spot. Joel Belanger able to get down in front of George Maroon and hang on to spot number 4 in car number 25. Oh, Matt Lewinsky low hard into George Maroon on the bottom side as they head down the back chute. Maroon's going to take a number in car number 26 as they head down into turns 3 and 4 and tries to cross over the 17 of Lewinsky low, but it's not going to happen down the front stretch. Up front, Charlie Rose continues to lead. Tom Mackey trying to reel him in. Connor McDougal right there in the third spot in car number 8. Top 3 breaking away as Mackey tries to reel in your leader, Charlie Rose, with Connor McDougal trying to reel in Tom Mackey here in the early goings of the 50-lap main event for the Kinetic Construction Act-Type late models. Rose, your leader. Second is Mackey. Third is McDougal. Fourth is Belanger. Fifth is Lewinsky low. Sixth is Maroon. Seventh is Chase Curtis. Eighth is Jarrett Curtis. Ninth is Jay Ryan. And 10th is the 30 of Lou Fortin. Top 3 starting to break away. McDougal starting to reel in the 51 of Mackey as Mackey's trying to reel in the 91 of Charlie Rose. How about Joel Belanger doing a great job in that 25 car, the youngster out of Washington, New Hampshire, running solidly up inside the top 5, looking for his first career top 5 finish here tonight, I do believe, in car number 25. Huge gains made over last year in the 25 car and looking even better here in 2021. Matt Lewinsky low trying to reel him in for the 4th spot. Top 3, about a car length back is Tom Mackey. As Mackey tries to reel in Charlie Rose. Rose trying to find victory lane in his return to racing here at the Star Speedway after a season off. Mackey is there now. Connor McDougal hot on Mackey's tail as they head down the back chute. 13 laps in the record books this time by for your leader, Charging Charlie Rose in car number 91. Battle for the 6th spot starting to heat up now. Chase Curtis in the 88 going to work on the 26 of George Maroon for spot number 6 on the racetrack. Up front, Charlie Rose has led them all as Tom Mackey's trying to keep him within striking distance. Rose starting to open up his advantage just a little bit. Rose has logged thousands of laps here at the Star Speedway over his career and still knows how to get it done, leading the way in his return here to the Star Speedway here tonight in car number 91. Mackey solidly in that second spot, having a good run. McDougall trying to figure him out and move into the second spot to see if he has anything for the 91 of Rose. Joel Belanger in car 25. Starting to feel a little bit of pressure from the 17 of Matt Lewinsky-Lowe. And right behind them, George Maroon, the 26, and the 88 of Chase Curtis going at it for the 6th spot on the racetrack. Laps ticking away here in the 50-lap main event for the Kinetic Construction Act type late models. McDougall right to the rear bumper on Tom Mackey for spot number 2. McDougall gives Mackey a little bit of a shot that time through turns 1 and 2. Mackey unfazed, hangs on to the second spot. Lewinsky in the 17 dive bombs underneath the 25 of Belanger, trying to find that 4th spot, but Belanger fends him off for the moment. Matt Lewinsky-Lowe has caught the back bumper of Joel Belanger for spot number 4 on the racetrack as they head down the back chute. Connor McDougall still feverishly trying to find a way by Mackey, as now Charlie Rose trying to open up his advantage in car number 91. McDougall once again peeks to the bottom side of Mackey, gives him a big shot down the back straightaway. Mackey's hands were working the wheel as they headed down the back chute, but Mackey made a nice job to save that car as McDougall continues to use the bumper on car number 51. Now McDougall looks to the outside groove as they head down the back chute. Tom Mackey hanging tough in that second spot. McDougall gets a good run to the outside of Mackey now. Through turns 3 and 4, side by side for spot number 2. McDougall on the high side, Tom Mackey down low. Connor McDougall trying to get the 8 car wound up on the outside of the Star Speedway. He's got a good run down into turns 3 and 4. Pulls even with Mackey now. Mackey a little bit loose on the outside groove. Side by side, it was still Mackey at the line by a bumper. Connor McDougall doing it the hard way around the Star Speedway on the high side. Halfway home this time by. 25 down, 25 to go, and it's all Charlie Rose up front, but the battle raging on for the second spot. Mackey and McDougall get into it. McDougall goes around in car number 8. Caution flag on the Speedway. Those two were full contact racing for that second spot, and it finally came to a head there in turn number 2 as Connor McDougall goes around. Former 6-shooter standout JoJo Roberts hanging out here at the Star Speedway. All right, lights go down. Green flag set to fly. Charlie Rose, Joel Belanger. 25 down, 25 to go. Keep an eye on Mackey and McDougall from the rear of the field. Green flag back in the air. Late models back in the way. Rose gets a great jump. That's going to allow Matt Lewinsky-Lowe on the bottom side to take the second spot away from Joel Belanger. Here comes Chase Curtis now in the 88. Curtis down underneath George Maroon for the 4th spot of the racetrack. Maroon fighting hard on the outside groove, but to no avail. Chase Curtis in his late model debut up to the 4th spot now in car number 88. George Maroon back to the 5th spot. 6th is Jay Ryan, and 7th is Randy Cole battling with the 33 of Jarrett Curtis as they head down the front chute. Charlie Rose continues to lead. Matt Lewinsky-Lowe in car number 17 in the 2nd spot. 3rd is a career best run going for the 25 of Joel Belanger. Chase Curtis getting hungry now in car number 88, trying to crack inside the top 3 in his late model debut. George Maroon having a nice run up inside the top 5 out of Methuen, Massachusetts in car 26. McDougall trying to make up some ground. Mackey as well, but not going so hot right now as laps start to tick away. 30 down, 20 to go for your leader, Charlie Rose in car number 91. McDougall gets to the bottom side on Jarrett Curtis to move himself up into the 8th spot in car number 8. Charlie Rose running a flawless race thus far in car number 91. Matt Lewinsky-Lowe having a good run in that second spot, trying to stay within striking distance of your leader, Rose. Joel Belanger now starting to feel some pressure from the 88 of Chase Curtis. Now Chase Curtis feeling some pressure from George Maroon. Maroon trying to cross over Curtis once again in car number 26 as they head down the back chute. Candidate Construction, Act-type late model lid lifter here tonight. Charlie Rose continues to lead. Matt Lewinsky-Lowe, I believe his best run with us here at the Star Speedway in the second spot. Couple drivers up inside the top three having their best runs that they've had with us here at the Star Speedway. 15 laps remain this time by, and it's been all Charlie Rose at the front in car number 91. Best battle right now is for the third and final podium position between Belanger, Chase Curtis, and the 26 of George Maroon. Keep an eye on those three. Right behind them, Jay Ryan having a good run in the 82 car. He's trying to reel them back in to have a crack at a top 5 run here today. Connor McDougall and his march back towards the front, car number 8. Looking to the bottom side on Randy Cole. Gives him a little bit of contact. Connor McDougall not afraid to use the bumper here today at the Star Speedway in car number 8. Muscles his way to the bottom side on Randy Cole. McDougall able to clear Cole as they head down the back chute. Cole hanging tough on the outside groove, but McDougall takes the spot away and moves himself up into the 7th spot. Battle is for the 3rd spot. Chase Curtis all over the back bumper on Joel Belanger in car 25. Belanger has been unscathed thus far in his best career run with us here at the Star Speedway. Chase Curtis in his debut in an Act-type late model here today, doing a nice job in the 4th spot in car 88, looking for more here in the closing stage of this one. It's 10 to go at the line for Charlie Rose. 10 laps to go for Charlie Rose, who has put on a clinic here today in the Candidate Construction Act-type late model main event. Matt Lewinsky-Lowe having a great run as well in car number 17. Sitting in that 2nd spot. He's all by himself in the 2nd spot. Joel Belanger trying to hang on to 3rd in car number 25. Chase Curtis doing all he can to try to find a way by. Curtis has a little bit of daylight down low now down the backstretch. Chase Curtis sticks a nose down underneath. Belanger slams the door shut, but Curtis goes right back to work down the front chute. Belanger sideways in the 25 car. Handling starting to go just a little bit in the 25 of Belanger. Chase Curtis trying to find a way by. He's starting to run out of time. Oh, Curtis throws it in real hard that time. Gets into Belanger. Contact made for 3rd. George Maroon ready to pounce in the 26. Chase Curtis trying to free up the 25 of Belanger, but Belanger not going down without a fight in car 25. 5 fingers in the air this time by for Charlie Rose. The race is going to be for the 3rd spot here. Right behind them, McDougall working on the 82 of Jay Ryan for spot number 6. McDougall down underneath Ryan, and he'll take the 6th spot away as they head down the back chute. Charlie Rose, your leader. Lewinsky-Lowe is 2nd. Joel Belanger doing a heck of a job here tonight, hanging on to that 3rd spot. Chase Curtis still right there, but a half car length back as they head down the back chute. And George Maroon with a nice run here on opening night in car number 26, sitting in the 5th spot. Chase Curtis for the last 20 or so laps has tried to find a way by that 25 car, but Belanger's been real good trying to nail down his first career podium in car number 25. 2 laps to go at the line for Charlie Rose. Chase Curtis bobbled big time that time, and that's going to allow Belanger to put some distance between himself and the 88 of Curtis as they head down the back chute. White flag in the air, final trip around at the line for your leader, Charlie Rose. White flag in the air. Rose has been dominant here tonight. Down the back chute for the final time in his return to racing action here with us. Checkered flag in the air. Your Candidate Construction Act-type late model feature winner is Charlie Rose. 2nd to Matt Lewinsky-Lowe. 3rd to Joel Belanger. 4th at the line, I believe Chase Curtis. Yes, Chase Curtis in the 88, and 5th to George Maroon. Will head trackside.